Okay, guys, here today I wanted to show you how to teach a dog how to correct when the dog does something you don't want. For example, now I come from going for a walk with this one, and this one was alone because I am not able now. At the moment, I'm not able to go for a walk with both at the same time. So this one was alone and has just pee on the sofa. Thing. I know it's not a sofa, but you understood me. Okay, so when your dog does something you don't want, you can pull. Okay, pull his neck this way, and this you can use it when you can pull their neck. Obviously I am not going to hurt them anytime. I just want them to know when they do something wrong. And pulling their neck, you can use it for both when they do something wrong and when they do something good. But the difference is that when they do something wrong, for example, peeing on the floor or things like that, you would pull a bit stronger, but not aggressively. Okay, you should never pull or hit your dog aggressively, because it's not going to work. You are going to pull, but only to give him or her an attention, a tick of attention. And when they do something you want them to do, you can pull their neck, but in a softer and gentler and more gentle way. For example, this is the one I went walk with, and now I'm pulling neck, but this way of pulling neck can be understood as a reward. Okay, now I'm pulling neck, but for him it's like a reward. I shouldn't be. It's an example, but I shouldn't be rewarding him now, because as you can see, he is not in the best state of mind. I mean, he's a bit anxious. He is hot. So it's not the best moment to reward him, but it's not the worst. And the big one, he knows he shouldn't have done that, but it gives me the opportunity to discipline. The pee was just here, over here, on the floor and near the sofa, and he shouldn't have done that, but it gives me the opportunity to discipline, because if he never does that, it gives me the opportunity to tell him he shouldn't do that. So for example, this is the small one, and I am going to reward him because he is behaving Good. I am going to give him the big one has come very quickly, but I am not going to reward him now. I want he's okay, now he's doing something he shouldn't. So you see, I am pulling neck, but I am not doing strength. Okay, you don't want him, you don't want to hurt him, and the small one is in a good behavior, so I am going to call him Willis. I know it's not the best point of view, but it's difficult. It's difficult to manage. It's difficult to manage the camera and the dog at the same time. So, although he's a bit anxious, I am going to reward. I'm going to give him a. He's still. This one, you see? Did you see? This one is still smelling on the. Well, as you can see, I am pulling neck, but I am not doing any strength. I just want him to know that's not good. And now I'm claiming the space because I don't want him to be here. So it's not difficult, but you need to be. It's not difficult to teach a dog, but you need to be conscient that, for example, with these dogs, I live with them, and my mother and my sister live with them as well. They are not here now, but they are usually here as well with them. So what happens? It's not difficult to teach a dog because now, for example, the door is open, and I am going to open. I'm going to open the iron door. So now it's completely open, but the dogs don't come. It's not difficult to teach a dog, but you need to be you need to make sense with what you want him to do or not. For example, now I am teaching them not to bark when someone comes in, but if they bark when my mother is at home, they are not going to understand what we want them to do. So this one, I don't want him to be here. So I am going to claim the space. You see, I am not aggressive. He's still smelling. Now I am pulling neck, but this kind of pulling could be considered as a reward, although I'm not rewarding him yet. You see, he is waiting for me and someone else. Now, if you, as you can see, he is in a better behavior. He's behaving bad. You see, I don't want this thing to happen. So I am going to pull. I am going to pull neck, and I am going. Hey. I am going to claim this space because I don't want him to be here. He's not putting it easy, but I am the pack leader, so he needs to obey. You see, pulling neck is the best thing because you can use it. You need to be patient, but you need to repeat orders as many times as you need. Okay, I am claiming the space. So you see, as you see, he's claiming the space as well. He is using his body to claim the space, but I am not going to allow him to win the battle because he is pee on the sofa and he has marked the territory, and he's still not in the best attitude. So I am going to wait a bit. You see, I want him to. Okay. He's still trying me. He's a bit unsure. Did you see that? He he moved the ears. I don't mind if the other dog comes out of the door because I know he's not going to do anything. But this one is a bit different. So I am going to put just in front of him, and I am going to hold the camera a bit better. Did you see that? Did you see that? He's moving his ears because he's anxious. He is prepared to attack. He's willing to attack. I'm not sure what, but this dog is a bit uncalm. I mean, he is always, well, not always, but he is a bit anxious. He is always listening what's happening in the situation. Okay, did you see this position? This dog is he's still breathing quickly because we have just came from a walk, and he's still breathing quickly. But I was going to give him, well, I have already done. I was going to feed him, and I think I can feed him again. Willis, you see? Okay, so now I am going to wait because do you see? He's looking at my trousers. He was looking at my pocket. Now he's not paying any attention at all. But I want him to look at me. So when he looks at me, I am going to reward him. So he is a bit hot. He's suffering a bit from hot weather. but I think I can. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect because he is in a good attitude, behavior. So, okay, I'm going to try. Did you see? Now he's in a submissive position. I had no difficulties putting him down, so there is not a problem if I feed him. And the other one, you see, this is the position. This is the submissive position. He's breathing a bit quickly. He's breathing quickly, still breathing quickly because he's hot. And this one is attempting. He's expecting something. He's waiting until someone comes, so he would run to the door. But I am not going to allow that. So, although this one is near the door, you see, this one is near the door, but I trust him. But I don't trust this one because this one is not in a. You see, I am claiming the space. I am claiming the space, and he's claiming as well. He's using this foot. He's on his foot, so he's claiming space. So I claim as well. Did you see that? He's still smelling where I think I haven't cleaned properly, so I need to clean again. So the thing, he knows he's done wrong. Did you see? This one is more obedient, but this one, he knows he hasn't done good. But okay, it's still smelling pee. So I need to do those two things. I need to clean better, and I need to clean the sofa as well, and I need to correct him because you see he's still hearing. He's waiting the neighbors for the neighbors to come and to attack. But I am not going to allow. But as I said before, there is no sense for them if now I am not allowing something, and now when my mother or my sister come, they allow them. Because it is like if you teach a child not to go out, and if you say to a child, if the father says to a child, you cannot go out, but if the mother says you can go out, you are going to confuse this child. And that's what happens, exactly the same what happens with dogs. I am trying my best to teach them the best way. Recognizing I am not a dog trainer, but though I am doing my best. This is good, okay? You see, this is good. He's still smelling, so I'm going to correct. Okay, did you see that when I pull neck, okay, I can pull whatever, but the thing is not to put much strength. Okay, did you see that? Did you see that? He's still smelling because he wants to pee another day. So I'm pulling his neck, and I'm going to correct this. I'm going to. Uh, I want him to be sit down. And now I am going to leave the camera just here, and I'm going to I will put the camera here, so if they go to the door, uh, you will see what happens. So I don't rely on Freeman. So I am going to close the iron door. So here you are not seeing not anything, but I am going to clean better the. No, I don't know if you will be watching this, but I am going to remove Willie's harness, and I am going to when the good moment arrives, I am going to reward Freeman. But now I want to clean, and what I'm going to do is clean this space. I'm going to clean this space. So now you're not watching, but what's happening is good. Is opening. Now the door is still open, but okay, you're not watching this, but you're hearing. So the fan is still going on. Both of them are on the floor. So now you're not seeing what's happening, but you can hear me. I am going to clean again, but using the paper first. I am going to clean the pee, and when he shows me a good attitude, I am going to reward him. Because when they do something wrong, you need to discipline them. But when they do good, you need to reward. And if you make sense, if you make sense with your actions, I mean, if you always reward the same thing, and if you always discipline, if you always tell them, okay, I don't want you to do that or this, if you make sense, the problem is here. I cannot make sense. They can't understand when what to do next, because now I am not allowing some things, but then my mother and my sister allow them things shouldn't be allowed. But now, as I said, I am going to clean definitely the pig, and then time is still going on, and I think when I finish my cleanup, okay, you can't see, but Willis, I wish you could see, but now Willis is still calm, is already relaxed. Okay, and Freeman is in a better attitude, behavior, but he's still using his ears, so he is expecting something. Okay, I am going to clean properly. And when I finish the clean up, I am going to wait until he finishes his temptation to attack. And when he is in a good attitude, I am going to reward him, so you can see when you should reward a dog. Although so now I think I have cleaned up properly, I expect. And I am going to move the camera and I am going to try to film better. Now, the P was here. Okay, I'm still missing something. I am going to put the camera. Okay, you can see dogs here. You can see Willis is much more relaxed, and Freeman, and I'm going to say again, and Freeman, okay, he is calming down a bit, but he's still anxious. I am going to clean the sofa. Did you see? I am cleaning the space. I don't want. You see? I don't want this to happen. So when something you don't want to happen, okay, this is good. I haven't needed to correct him, because he's seen that I don't want him to do that, and I haven't needed to. This is perfect. He is obeying without touching him. So this is perfect. Now he's drinking. So in a moment he's going to ask for peeing again. And now let's see what the hack is he going to do. Well, now, okay, I'm not touching him, and he is, okay, let's see what is he going to do. But I don't rely on him. This isn't a perfect, this one isn't a perfect attitude, but the other one, okay, you can't see this, but he is listening. He is over here. He is anxious. He wants to attack, but I am not going to allow. Okay, as I said, I am going to clean this because it still smells pee. I still smell pee, and anybody can smell pee. So he comes. He's coming. So I am going to clean this space. I am going to. Okay, whenever you are in front of a dog, you should be in your best position. I mean, okay, this is perfect. I hadn't needed to touch him. He's going off. He is going. He is. Okay, whenever you are in front of a dog, you should be in a firm position. I mean, you should be okay. Now the position has changed, but he's still anxious. Whenever you are in front of a dog, you shouldn't be afraid of anything. You should be sure. You should feel power, because if you feel if you're afraid of something, they are going to notice that you are afraid of them, and they are not going to obey you. They are not going to respect. So now both are in the same position. Both are in the same position, with the difference that Willis is the one on the left. The difference that Willis is much more relaxed and Freeman is still watching. And I'm going to say the name again, Freeman. Well, this time he didn't move his ears, so he's a bit relaxed. I am going to put him in the submissive position, and I am going to hold the camera properly so you can. This one, I can reward this one. I am going to pull. Okay, now I'm pulling. You see, I'm pulling, but this kind of pulling can be considered as a reward. And now I am going to put this in a. Did you hear that? He just I don't know the word in English, but he's done something he shouldn't. He has tried me. It's like a challenge. He was saying in his language. He was saying in his language that I shouldn't be touching him. So I am going to touch him again, and I'm going to put him in the submissive position. Now he is in the submissive position, and he is not doing anything that I don't want him to do. He doesn't want to be in the submissive position, but I have enough with that. So now you can see both are much more relaxed. I'm going to sometimes it's a bit difficult. Okay, you can see the time that has gone is less than 20 minutes.